Final non-conference tune-up. You look great tonight. How it feel?
Honestly, felt pretty good. After last week, just kind of figured out why I was missing the pitches I missed. From there, just figured out what I had to dial in. So that was kind of the focus through last week. Then today, I just let it kind of happen. Focused on throwing strikes. That was just the focus of the day. Get the bats in the dugout as quickly as possible. So
How would feel to have the defense be behind you tonight as well as they were after last week? Rough luck with them.
I mean, obviously can't expect them to be perfect every time, even though you want them to be. So you got to take days like today for granted. I mean, not for granted, because it's huge having every single ball sit behind you get picked up. So obviously they helped a ton today, which I let a ball go and play, and it's an out. So it makes my job way easier. So
looked like the fastball was working really well for you. Looked like you had a good feel for that. Even in some 0-2 counts, you were going to it.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think about your command? It seems like you were just in a groove for the entirety of your outing.
I was able to settle down and just kind of let the heater work how it normally works. I like throwing a majority of heaters anyways. It's a pitch I command really well. So after about the third inning, I felt it sync up. So we just started using it more and more and just use it to our advantage to get outs quickly. So
you guys put a stop to a pretty rough stretch in the last 5 games tonight. What's been the vibe around the team the last few days in the locker room with the coaches and everything? What kind of contributed to being able to turn this around tonight?
Teams go through it. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Like you just said, went through a pretty bad rut the last few games. I think the mindset was the same it's always been. Just go out there and play our game. I think most of the games that we lost, we beat ourselves in, personally. We didn't play the game as well as we should have, so I think that was more on us than anybody else. So mindset was just go out there, play our game, play a good game, and we'll win.
And this opponent, in terms of UC Davis, and not to look too far ahead, but Utah Tech, they're not some of the bigger opponents, especially compared to Stillwater that you guys saw the other day. How important are these non-conference games in terms of kind of getting back into that groove before conference starts next week?
Honestly, personally, I think it's huge. Especially coming off the little rut that we did, we're going to be able to, no offense to that team, but they're not necessarily the Vanderbilts of college, so it's allows the boys to get into a groove again, allows the bats to be able to swing, allows the pitchers to just get out there and feel themselves and just dial it back into what we were doing at the beginning of the year. So that'll be huge. Rolling through the weekend, hopefully we roll through it well, get the bats hot, and just keep rolling from there. So I think it's huge to play teams like this pre-conference, honestly.
And in terms of your performance, now that the next Friday outing will be conference baseball, you certainly have put together a nice several set of starts outside of UC Irvine, obviously, last time out. Do you worry about, where on the weekend you go or what you're trying to do? Because right now it seems like you're the leader in terms of who's going to get the ball on Friday nights.
That's Friday night's my day that I want. At the end of the day, it's been a goal ever since I was young to throw Friday night at college. But at the end of the day, if I got switched Friday to Sunday, it wouldn't matter. We have more than one guy on this team that I personally can be a Friday guy. I'm just happy that I am that guy. But my job's the same. It's going to be the same on Friday, Sunday, or Tuesday. It's go out, set the tone, get the bats in the dugout as quickly as possible. So mindset wouldn't change, if I'm being honest. But, yeah, that's just set the tone. At the end of the day, coming out Friday night, that's what you have to do for the weekend. And I think that's something that I didn't do very well last weekend that might have led to the little rut that we went through. So that was the focus today. Set the tone early, get the boys in the dugout. So.